Hello, how are you, friend? Have a nice, pleasant morning. Friends, today we discuss about the new and legendary, innovative fiction writer or novelist of 20th century in Paper 3, British Fiction, Unit 4, Acquaintance of Great Novelist. And in this unit 4, the one of the greatest novelists who contribute everlasting or all-time great contribution in the development of techniques, style and writing of novel is James Joyce. James Joyce. Whenever you heard the James Joyce, there was a connected second name also came in our mind. Which is the second name? Whenever you heard the James Joyce, the name was connected with that. Yes, Virginia Woolf. Very good. Virginia Woolf and James Joyce. Virginia Woolf, after completion the James Joyce, the next acquaintance I taught you, I will teach you, that is Virginia Woolf. Both are connected names. In which particular field they are connected, we discuss later now. Today we discuss about 20th century most innovative or experimented writer in the field of fiction or novel, and that is James Joyce. Last one. Just I once again remind that don't worry about the I have to write down for the Google or I have to write down for the book. But you just remember the year. Don't focus on the date. Okay, don't worry if you forget the date. It is possible if you remember that, don't mind friends. But if you forget it, don't worry about it. But if you focus on the year. Last one means in the year of that birth and death year. Okay. He was born in 2nd February 1882 in Dublin. There was a city of Dublin in Ireland. There was a Ireland. He was born in Dublin 2nd February 1882 in Dublin in Ireland, and died in 13th January 1941. 13th January, he was died in 13th January 1941 in Switzerland. He died in Switzerland. Last one of James Joyce in 1882, 1941. Remember, my dear friend, once again that what is the coincidence, or we can say the miracles about that. The same lifespan of Virginia Woolf, 1882 to 1941. It may be called the coincidence. Prasangopat आई घटना बनी गई. It was not, and that was both connected with one technique and both have the same lifespan. Virginia Woolf also 1882 1941. We discussed later on, my dear friends. Now we can say that if he belonged to the inter-warriors of the question rise in your mind, and it must be rise in our mind, dear friend. If you want to know, if you want to learn, to rise the question in your mind and try to find out the answer of that question. Inter-warrior means what? Means inter-college, inter the antrik, internal exam. Yes, antrik pariksha. Antrik, war years. Antrik, because now what is meaning of that? Now they are the great true, or we can say the great fatal to World War. The lifespan of the two World War, remember that. That was I have to mention here, dear friends. The first World War was 1914 to 1918. Second World War was 1939 to 1945. Remember, dear friend, there was a two world war in the world. The first one is 1940. It began in 1940 and completed in 1918. And second world war sometime 1939 to 1945. And during the lifespan, you remember there 1880 to the, and that was the, you can say 91, and that was the during the, that's why it is called the inter war years. Now you understand, because these are the first war years and then the beginning of the, it is, that's why we use the, it is the writer, he belongs to the inter-war years, and now that's why it is called, because he was born with the year of the First World War and Second World War. Find out that First World War, after 20 years, there was a Second World War, and now, and that's why it is called the, due to this, the inter-war years. It is called the inter-war years. Now modernism, 19th century, 1900 up to 1900, it is called the Victorian age. 1901 to 1945 or 1950, it is called the modern age. After 1945 or 1950, it is called the post-modern age. Now friend, he was, most of his work published in the after 1900s. That's why he is called the age belong to the modern age, because the time period of the modern age is sometimes it was the 1901 to 1940, and some writer write down the, in some book of history they have to write down the 1945, and that's why during that time, that's why he called the, he belonged to the modern age. Now, and it is the time period of the 1901 to 19, it is time period for the 20th century. That's why we have to maybe mention the three, and you understand, James Joyce belonged to the inter-war years. Understand inter-war years, because the time period of the First and Second World Wars, 1901 to 1945, during that period is inter-war years, and his literary production that happened during that time. That's why he belonged to the inter-war year. Second, modern age. Modern age, the time period of modern age, 1900 to 1901 to 1940 or 1945, and during that, that's why it is called the modern age. And third, it is the first half of the 20th century. That's why it is called the 20th century poet, writers, novelists, whatever. Okay. Then speciality, because Irish novel. Why should we have to use the Irish word? Because he was born in Dublin in Ireland. His native place Ireland. Indo-English writers, just like Argenine, Kushwansi, Mulkaran, they are called the Indo-English because they belong to, they wrote in English, but they belong to the country that is India. In the same way, he wrote in English, but he belonged to the Ireland. That's why we use the word Irish novelist. Second, he was a short story writer, master short story writer, poet. He tried his hand on poetry also. Literary critics, because he had to find out the new techniques in the field of, or innovative techniques or experiment in the field of novel writing. Okay. Later, he is a teacher. And these are the speciality of James Joyce. James Joyce, Irish novelist, short story writer, poet, literary critics, and teacher. Now here are notable, or we can write down the major. You know what can be from virtually you have to learn new and new words. We use his important works, his major works, his, N-O-T-E, not Notu, N-O-T-E-L, and then it becomes the noun, notable. Not they become notable, not patra, notable and not. We can use are you free to write down the major works, or you will write the famous word, you write the notable works, but gradually we try to learn the new words, dear friend. We have to try add in our mind, add to improve or enrich our English language. We add gradually one after one gradually a new words in our language, and that's why we use the notable works.